Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Double honors to my apostle, elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Shalom. Alright, this is the brother Amon from the GMS Charlotte camp. And coming back with this video, just pretty much, asking, when you're in this truth, you gotta ask yourself, what time are we in, man? Pretty much. Because if you looking at the spirit of the world then right now, the world is pretty much, in a murphed up spirit, it's parties and partying and bullshitting, until whenever, man. There's nothing really serious that the public really views as, alarming. You got Trump in office, getting into it with these other nations, but the modern public, they don't pay attention to these type of things, man. So they don't really see the severity of what's coming into America's near future, man. So as a man of the Lord, as a watchman, you have to look at these events that's going on in the world and evaluate, what time is it, man? Pretty much, like what's going on to compare to the sign that the Lord warned us was going to be His return, man. And so, I just want to get into some scriptures just to, help further break this down, man, because, like I said, man, the world doesn't really understand the state that we're in, man, because it's a lot of things going on in the world, man. But like I said, it's a spirit of partying and bullshit, That's all that the common public wants to do, and that's what they want to focus on. Bread and circus, All-Star Weekend, Super Bowl parties, club events, all these different so-called murphing it up events, man. So, we're just gonna get in the scriptures so I can, break this down, show you. I'm gonna start out in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. I'm gonna start from the top, and it reads, "To everything there is a season, and to a time to every purpose under the sun." Okay? It says there's a time and place for everything, pretty much, right? It says a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace, right? So the Lord pretty much gave you the breakdown, it's a time and place for everything, like I said, man. But when you look at the world and you see the thing that's going on in the world, you gotta evaluate what time are we in, man. All right, and how do you do that? Okay, so I'm gonna get the scripture and I'm gonna go back to this so I can further break this down. But I'm gonna get this precept real quick so So this is how you do this. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1, and it reads, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." All right, because like I said, man, you determine how to know what the times we into by measuring the prophecies that the Lord spoke about. Looking at current events, seeing how the current state of the world's in, man. And that's how you know what time it is, man, because at this current time right now, we're here in January, starting to get to like mid-January 2018. Hey, we're not in a time to love, time to have start up families, trying to live out your dreams and party, mirth, all the pretty much we're not in a time to be into no feel good type of environment, man. Because hey, there's rumors of wars coming every day, man. All right, it's death coming every day, man. There's natural disasters coming every day, man. So when you measure these things and you see what's going on, you see that hey, we're coming into serious times, man. You've been seeing these. If you've been paying attention to the news, you've been seeing Trump is pretty much boasting against North Korea about this nuclear technology. You know, flexing who got the bigger button. North Korea is pretty much telling America that hey, we got these bombs, these nuclear bombs that can reach over here. Excuse me, they can reach over here in no time, man. And these nations are flexing their nuclear capabilities for a reason, man. They ain't just talking to be talking, man. So hey, that right there lets you know that we're in a time of war, man. All right, they got so-called ISIS over there in the Middle East, doing what they do over there, which we know ain't nothing but that's a psyop, CIA infiltrated business over there to cause mischief to Middle Eastern countries like Iran and Syria, man. People getting bombed over there. Chemical warfare, biological warfare. Guerrilla warfare. And over here in the States, man, you got these natural disasters that's coming. You look at California, they're getting messed up right now, man. Hey, earthquakes. We just had hurricanes coming through. 3 major hurricanes that came through and hit places. California getting hit with wildfires, mudslides, earthquakes. Hey, natural disasters is coming like back to back, man. So you look at these times, man. You can tell, hey, this ain't a time to be, trying to have fun, man. Because we're coming into serious times, man. This so-called white man, who was Esau in the Bible, they're gearing up for their end game, which is that New World Order, man. Hey, getting ready to push this microchip, man. All right, you got rumors of wars. These the chip, man. You got all types of bad signals of bad times coming, man. So you got to be able to discern what time it is, man, because it's not good things coming to America's future. All right, I'm gonna continue on in 2nd Ezra 9. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Alright? Because the Lord gave you warning signs of how we're going to know that we're in the end, man. Okay? He gave you signs, when Yahushua was speaking to his disciples, man. When they asked how they're going to know that we're in the end. Alright? And I'm going to get that. This is Matthew 24 and verse 3. And it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world. All right, and by the end of the world, it's talking about the end of so-called white man Esau's rulership, man. All right, and it said, and it says, verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you, for shall many come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. That's these false prophets that you see popping up all over the place, claiming that they have the truth, not giving you the full role of the Bible, not telling you the whole truth, claiming that they're the saviors. All right. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right. That's like I said, you getting rumors of wars every day, man. Trump getting into it with Iran, getting into it with Russia, getting into it with North Korea. And these countries is itching to push this nuclear these nuclear missile buttons to get shot over here, man. They waiting to do it, man. They ready to do it, man. But the Lord said it's not time yet, man, because it's still prophecies that got to come to pass before these nukes get shot over here, man. Okay. Verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And that's like we said, man. Hey, you been if you pay attention to what's going on in the world, hey, them natural disasters is messing this place up, man. Like I said, you had three major hurricanes come through here, man. You know, Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane what was the other two names, man? It was Harvey. Uh, it's like I can't remember the. In fact, let me look him up real quick because it was three back to back ones, man. Yeah, Hurricane Harvey, Irma, and I believe Maria. Was that the last one? Yeah, yeah. Hurricane Harvey messed up Texas. You know, uh, Hurricane Irma. You know, got the eastern border like coastline states like Florida and throughout the East Coast, and you had Maria that messed up Puerto Rico, man. So you had three major hurricanes that came and messed up certain parts of the world. Like you said, California is suffering from wildfires that's still burning to this day. You know, they just had a major mudslide come. Earthquakes is hitting all over the world, man. So, the Lord gave you signs. This is how we know that we're coming into the end, man. All right. So it says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, because these different nations are starting to show their hate for America. They coming on the media talking about how much they ready to go to war in America, man. And the closer and closer we get to this end, man, hey, more countries are gonna come out in that same speech, man, because everybody is starting to see that America is bullshit, man. So they're ready to get this place out the way. All right, they're growing tired of America, man. Okay, it says, and kingdom against kingdom, because that them nations also represent the different nations that's over here in America. Because this thing, it's gonna be a thing called, class wars, man. You're gonna see race wars over here, man, where you got, the nation of Israel. It's gonna start coming against the nation of Esau, man. And you so-called white people are gonna be seeing niggas, raiding y'all neighborhoods, man, hunting y'all down like y'all do us, man. You know, you're gonna see a lot of these people start coming against us, man, or coming against these different nations, man, and they're gonna start going back to their other lands, man. So-called Asians, uh, Arabs, East Indians, they all gonna start coming against each other, man. So that's all part of the prophecy, okay? And it says that there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places, and we're starting to see that, because it's a famine coming. Not only is it a famine of the word, but it's going to be a famine of bread and water too, man. Hey, these trucks are going to stop coming in and filling these stores up, along with the water, man. All right, we're already into a famine now with these GMOs, so the prophecies is moving if you can see them. All right, and it says that all of this stuff is the beginning of sorrows, man. So, like I said, if you see the bad times that are coming to this place, man, you would not be wanting to be in a murdered up spirit, man. Because when the society all breaks down, hey, you're not gonna know how to cope with that shit, man. All right. So if you want to know the answers to how to deal with this place, man, how to deal in the spirit of the times that's to come, man. Hey, you got to come back to the Lord. All right, the Lord he gives you the signs of how to cope with that, man. And I'm gonna tell you how, from the Lord's mouth, through His words. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that it is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart." Right. So it's better to be in the house of mourning because we're in a mournful state already, us being the men of the Lord, because we know, we woke up to the truth. We know the state that we're supposed to be at, but we're in this low state because we sin against the Lord, and the Lord put us in this state as punishment. And so we're already in a mourning state, man, and we know the time to come is nothing to be joyful about. So us being in that mourning spirit already is going to prepare us for the bad time that's going to come across this place, man. But if you in the house of feasting, your mind isn't on the bad time that's coming, man. You want to party, you want to murph it up, and feel the lust of the flesh, man. And therefore, when society breaks down and you want to continue to do the thing that you're doing, and it's going to be consequences for you to keep doing those things, man. Which is going to be, you know, you got to take the mark of the beast to continue to do the thing that you enjoy doing, and ultimately, when death starts hitting this place on a high level, you're not gonna know how to physically cope with that, man, because your spirit hasn't been prepared for the bad times that's coming to this place, man. So that's why it tells you that it's better to be in the house of mourning, because if you're mourning already, your spirit's already gonna be prepared for the time that's at hand, man. All right, because at the end of the day, the Lord's gonna jack this place up, man. Okay, because the reason, the reason for that, because it's a good thing to be in this state now, man. I'm gonna jump down to I'm gonna keep going, actually. Slack it. It says sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. Because, like I say, if you already in that mournful state, man, you preparing yourself for what's to come, man. Because we all know we have to suffer for us to get into the kingdom. So the more we suffer, and we know that we're building ourselves up, man. That's through the patience that we have for the Lord to come back, because we finally know whenever the Lord finally comes back, all that suffering is going to be made up for, man. And we're gonna actually get paid back for us having the patience and for the Lord, man. Having that faith that He's going to come redeem us, man. All right, because as the scriptures tell you, when you learn more, which I'm gonna get that too. This is Ecclesiastes 1:17, and it reads, "And I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly, and I perceived that this is also vexation of spirit." It says, "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth wisdom increaseth sorrow." So, when you exile yourself from the world, because when you begin to learn about the things of the world, man, it's you learn it's a vexation of spirit, man. It's folly, it's nothing, man, and it annoys you, because there's no true happiness behind it. There's nothing meaningful from doing these things in the world, man. So whenever you start learning and growing in this truth, it says that it brings grief, and much knowledge bringeth more sorrow, man. Because like I said, you know the state you're supposed to be in, and yet we're left with the pitiful stuff that we have to enjoy here, man. And you know that us being the great people that we are, man, and we got a terrible time coming to us before we can actually begin to enjoy the things that was promised to us, man. So that right there, it makes you sorrowful, but it makes you joyful at the same time, because you get that feeling of, it's like when your parents, they promise you something, and then you waiting on that, and they not telling you when they're gonna get it for you, so you waiting for it, and you waiting for it, and you waiting for it, and then when they finally give it to you, man, you overjoyed, man. That's the same thing with this truth, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, He told us from the beginning that what He was gonna give us, man, and we've been waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it, and so when we finally get it, we're gonna be rejoiceful, man. But at the time right now, we're still waiting for it. That's where that patience comes in. So part of the battle of this truth, is learning how to build up patience. Going through things, building up this wisdom, and like I say, when you build up this wisdom, man, it brings you more sorrowful no more sorrow when you growing with this thing, man, because you know how we're supposed to be as a people. You know what we're supposed to be doing. You know that these heathens are supposed to be under us, man, but you still got to put up with this mess, and it vexes you, man. That's why it says that, with much wisdom, it increases sorrow, man. But it says sorrow is better than laughter, because somebody that's laughing and joking all the time, man, they're oblivious to the things that's going on, because, hey, you being in that spirit is actually a cop-out, man. You're not wanting to deal with reality, man. That's why you can't take somebody that's joking and laughing all the time serious, man, because they're not really in the right mood, in the right spirit to be in, man. Okay, it says, "For by the sadness of the countenance is by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better." Because, hey, when you doing that, that's how you know you growing in wisdom, man. All right, Verse 4: the heart of the wise is in the house in the morning. So, like I said, man, when you cut yourself off from the world and you start growing in the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, hey, that shows you that that you're not in the house of feasting, man. You're not intertwined with the stuff of the world, and that's how you know you're getting wisdom, because you know with all the things that the Lord warned that was coming, and you hide yourself from the world, and the world is going to look at you funny, but at the same time, the more you grow close to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, hey, you build that relationship with Him. You begin to put your trust into Him, man. You know He's gonna preserve you in that day, man. You have faith. But it says, but the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth, man, because they don't know. If they do know, they don't really care about what's coming, man, because they truly don't believe in it. So when it finally comes and it hits them, they're gonna be in a terrible spirit, man, because they don't understand that the Lord is really about to judge this place, man. He's about to destroy this place, and everything that they known to love is gonna be history, man. All right. So, and with knowing all that, why would you want to continue to be intertwined with the things of the world, man? Because you know all this stuff is temporary, man. All right. The Lord's about to destroy this place, man. Okay. All right. Now I asked the question. Let me get it in the scriptures. All right. Because you know this is coming, man. All right, this is Hosea 2:11. It reads, it says, I will also cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbath, all of her solemn feasts. Right, because the Lord, when He comes back, He's destroying all of this stuff, man. Because this place is abounded in wickedness, man. So all the stuff that you can take part in and enjoy is wicked, man. It involves you being wicked. So the Lord said He's going to do away with all that, man. So the mirth of the land is going to be gone, man. It's not going to be nothing to go party at, man. Because it's your everyday life that you come to know is going to change when the society breaks down, man. All you gotta do is watch the movies like I Am Legend and what's the other one? Book of Eli, man. And you see in the movies, you know, were they murphing it up, man? No, because hey, it's all the things that you are used to. Like I said, it's gonna be done away with, man. Your stores ain't gonna have no more food in them. You know, people gonna be dropping dead by the second. You know, by the famine. You know, starving to death. They're having all types of diseases, man. Getting shot down in the street because these UN troops, through martial law, is gonna be roaming the streets, man. Implementing curfews. You know, killing who they please. You know, they're gonna be doing whatever their heart is content with, man. Because they're gonna be put over here to pretty much to enforce this new world order, man. So you proud ass women that want to walk around and act like can't nobody tell you nothing, man. Hey, there ain't gonna be none of that in that day, man. Cause you try to be out here past curfew, then you're gonna get shot in your damn head, man. You people gonna shoot you in the damn face and blow your goddamn brains out, man. And you rebellious niggas that be trying to fight everybody and you know steal shit. Y'all gonna be getting killed too, man. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff out here that's gonna show you people that, hey, man, I should listen to the man of the Lord, man. Because all this partying and you know going to the mall buying all these clothes, buying all this food and all that, it's gonna be done away with, man. Okay. No, you going out Christmas shopping, you know, shooting fireworks off of 4th of July, New Year's, Happy New Year, and all these holidays, festivities are going to cease, man. Thus saith the Lord. All right. Because at the end of the day, man, the Lord is not playing. So you know that, all right, because you know the Lord is bringing a sword on the land. Why would you want to continue to be involved in these things, man? hey, take yourself out the world while you still can, man. If you can hear and understand what I'm saying, because it's about to get real out here, man. All right, Scripture says it's gonna be a time like no other. All right, it's gonna be bad out here, especially for you Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man. All right, this is Ezekiel 21:10. I'm starting at 9 actually. It says, start at 8. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter, and it is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. Alright, and it says that he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. Right. And the sword it's talking about is these ICBM missiles, man. These nuclear missiles that every country has now gotten their hands on, man. And they're all these countries are gonna shoot their nuclear missiles over here to America and burn this land to a crisp, man. You know, so it's gonna be to the point where no man is ever gonna inhabit this land anymore, man. The only thing that's gonna be over here is unclean animals and desert creatures, man. Okay, so you know, like the scripture said, if you know all this that's coming to pass, it says, "Shall we then make mirth?" And the answer is no, man. No, we should. We should be in the house of mourning, because we know that this place is going down, man. And if you want to be in the spirit of America, and you're gonna go down with America, the scriptures tell you that you join hand with the wicked, you're gonna be destroyed, man. All right. So you knowing these things that's gonna come to pass, why would you want to be joined into it, man? If you know that everything's gonna be destroyed, man. All right. That makes no sense. If you're a man of understanding, all right, it's easy to put two and two together. Hey, if I know this place is going down, the Lord's coming back to destroy this place. Why the hell would I want to be in this place, man? I want to be to where I'm safe. And the only way you're gonna be safe is with the Lord, man. Coming back and doing his work, serving his law, statute, commandment to the best of your ability. All right. One more scripture, I'm ending on this. All right. This is 2 Peter 3:12. 3 in the 3. I'm starting at 10. It's like I'm starting at 9. 2 Peter 3:9. It says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Right. So the Lord said that he's going to destroy this place. All right. He said he's going to destroy this place with thermonuclear missiles, and through his chariots, he's going to come back in, man, with your so-called UFOs. No, because the Lord is angry with this place, man. The Lord is angry seeing his people in this destroyed state, in this beast-like state, under these so-called white people who are wrongfully oppressing us, man, along with these other nations. You know, and they're tired of seeing the so-called white man destroy his planet, man, his creations, man, the animals, the trees, the nature, you know, to the nature, everything, just all, the whole earth is dying, man. And whose fault is that? It's the so-called white man's fault. So the Lord is angry with this place, man. He doesn't like us. He doesn't like seeing our people serve these other gods and stuff, man. All right. No, I said about the chariots. I'm gonna get that proved that the Lord is bringing his chariots back along with the UFOs to get rid of this place, man. All right. Real quick, I'm gonna jump back to that 2 Peter. This is Isaiah 66:15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebukes with flames of fire. So that shows you that not only is the Lord bringing nuclear missiles to this place, but he says his with his chariots like a whirlwind, man. And his chariots talking about the so-called UFOs, man. All right, they're gonna come, and while simultaneously as the nuclear missiles is gonna be dropping, these chariots are gonna be shooting laser beams out of the chariots and evaporating this place too, while beaming up the elect and saving them, man. So It says the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, man. So it's just gonna happen. He said it out of his mouth, and it's gonna happen. All right. It said, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall burn with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right. So it said that the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, man. So if you partying and bullshit, murphing it up, you're not gonna be paying attention to the day of the Lord, man. And the day of the Lord can come tomorrow, and these people that's not paying attention to what's going on, it's gonna come to them as a thief in the night, man. All right, because when a thief breaks into your house, he doesn't announce when he's gonna do it. He just comes in and he gets you whenever you're not looking. You're not surprised. You're not looking forward to him coming. That's how the day of the Lord is gonna come, man. It's gonna be instant to these people that's not watching. But like I said, if you in the house of mourning and you measuring the prophecies and the times that we living in, you gonna understand that hey, the Lord is making His return soon, man. We can see it. We can feel it in the spirit. We can feel it in the air. Shit like the Beanie Sigel song say, man. And we can tell that the Lord's coming back, man. It says, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall burn melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. And that's how you know it's talking about ICBM missiles, man, because the heat of the nuclear missiles is gonna burn everything on this place. It says the elements, man. Everything is made up of elements, so it's the only thing that can burn that is these nuclear missiles, man, because the heat from the nuclear missiles, I believe the brother Ashar said it was like 10,000 degrees Celsius or something along them lines. So that's gonna burn up everything that they hit, man. All right. It says verse 11, and it's the point. Verse 11 and 12 is the point. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? All right. And that word conversation, you look it up in the blood, it means conduct. So it says, when knowing all these things that's coming to pass, this whole place is gonna be burnt up. It says, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conduct and godliness, man. Right, that means you should keep serving the Lord, man. Hey, if you serving the Lord, He's gonna be looking out for you. All right. So if you in the spirit, like you say, you doing what you need to do for the Lord, that's how you're gonna know that you're gonna be safe in that time, man. Well, at the same time, when you having that faith, you know the Lord's gonna look out for you. You've been doing this work instead of indulging in the things of the world, man. All right, verse 12 says, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay, that's how we know that the day of the Lord is not going to be nothing to play with, man. That's why we hastening for this day, because not only do you want this to come to pass, man, because we know once that happens, hey, we're going to be in the kingdom, man. And the kingdom of heaven is going to begin on the earth, man. We will have these nations in subjection under us, and we're going to start to finally be in our rest, man. Okay? Because this place we know as America, which is spiritual Babylon, is going to be gone. And we're going to be able to finally enjoy our kingdom and be our rest, man. Alright? Because we know this place ain't where we're supposed to be at. Alright? Verse 13 says, nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for a new heavens, and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because we don't want to be in this place, man. Because like I said, this whole world indulges in wickedness, man. So we want to be righteous, man. And so it says that the Lord, He promised us the kingdom of heaven. So that's what we look forward to. That's why we don't indulge the things of this world, man. We're not murphing it up on this side, because we're gonna have mirth in the kingdom. So therefore we don't give a damn about this place, man. All right. So with that, that was just pretty much just like a check to see, you always need to be asking yourself, what kind of, how am I holding up myself in this captivity, man? That's something you should always be asking yourself, man. So with that, hopefully that gets your mind stirred up to think, am I in the right mind state, pretty much? Am I looking forward to the kingdom, or am I enjoying this world too much? All right. So with that, I hope that was edifying. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honor to my apostle, elders of great millstone, and time of this truth. And peace and bless to you brothers out there that's pushing this work in all sincerity, man. Shalom.